Good morning, SK, and welcome back from our much-needed 3-day weekend. I'm Tehani Lafotu.
And I'm asleep.
And I'm Emily Reel, and hopefully you all got some rest as we'll need it tomorrow for the SAT and the PSAT.
That's right, and before we get into the regular news, we want to make sure everyone is up to speed with what's happening tomorrow.
Good morning, South. I know you've taken a lot of tests already this year, but tomorrow the PSAT and SAT is super important. Here's all the things you need to know. You need to bring 2 number 2 pencils with erasers, an approved calculator, and your school ID. If you have questions about the calculator, ask your math teacher. Make sure you do not bring any of these items to the test. During the test, you can only have these items on your desk. Make sure you turn off all electronic devices during the test and during breaks. The PSAT and SAT is very serious about security and being quiet during the test, so all devices must be given to your proctor. It's extremely important that you're not late to school tomorrow. Let's review. Tomorrow, you will need 2 number 2 pencils, a calculator, and your school ID. Make sure you only bring the approved items to school and do not come late tomorrow. With that, good luck testing, Wolves.
You might have noticed Kira kept on saying, "Don't be late." That's because even with tomorrow still being a late start Wednesday, there's a lot that needs to be done before everyone can take the test. If possible, please show up by 7:45. If you take a bus, don't miss your bus. If by some chance you do miss your bus or your ride took a detour through Bremerton, just do your best to get to the high school ASAP. If you're testing at the Armory, know the parking there is limited. You might have to park on campus and then walk to the Armory if you test there. If you can carpool or get dropped off, that would make things much easier for you.
Before the test, you should make sure you have a decent breakfast. And no, I don't mean a triple shot latte. Lunches tomorrow will be after the test, around 12:30 or so, and a caffeine fix isn't going to power you for 5 hours. Stop by the lunch lines and pick up breakfast or grab something on the way in tomorrow. One way or another, make sure to have breakfast. If you need a calculator for tomorrow, see the book room today before 2:30 and make sure you have your ID. No calculators will be checked out tomorrow morning.
And finally, you'll need to remember where your testing location is for tomorrow. If by some chance you didn't get it on Friday or forgot it, check in with the main office ASAP. Once you get here tomorrow, you'll need to get to your testing room as soon as you can, and the best way to do that is to know where that room is today. Whoa, after all that, I could use a nap.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, no, you don't. We still have the rest of the news to do.
Right, like the schedule of events.
And don't forget, tonight is soccer's pink out game and tomorrow is volleyball's. Come out rocking pink, rooting for your Lady Wolves, and help bring awareness to breast cancer. Over the weekend, the men's water polo lost to Kentridge 4-9. Scorers were Nate Anderson with 2 and Logan Stigler and Jamin Cummings with 1 each. They faced Kentridge again tonight. In volleyball results, the varsity lost to Graham Kapowson 3-0. Andrea Hartlew had 5 kills and Natalie Miller had 4 kills and 3 aces. JV volleyball also lost 3-0, but the C team pulled out a win 2-1. Out on the water, the crew teams put on a good show despite some pre-start issues. The varsity men's team had a time of 15:49 on the 4K course, while the varsity ladies made a modest 18:37. Both novice teams had a near record times, but just came up short. They'll be back in action this Sunday. Football keeps on fighting and will be back at SK this Friday for their last home game of the year. We'll have all the senior night info later on this week.
With all the talk about the SATs, let's look beyond with some Career Center news. Today, Oregon State was here, but later today, Embry-Riddle will show up, and on Friday, University of Alabama will be here as well. And for you senior Wolves that are Cougar-bound, check in with your counselor about the WSU Regents Scholars Program. Paperwork is due today. For you seniors that just need help with your FAFSA, maybe you're a college-bound scholarship recipient, or just need some help with post-high school plans, you should head down to, you guessed it, the Career Center. And if you need Career Center news faster than your daily WTV viewing, check them out on Instagram and Twitter at SK Career Center. Make sure to tag Mr. Reichel on anything you send them, as he's still new to the whole thing we know as social media.
Don't forget, WTV has their own Twitter at SKTV_205 and YouTube channel helping you keep in tune with school as well. Now, in club news, the clubs meeting today are D&D, Green Team, GSA, and IB Action. Tomorrow, ASB, French, Graphics, Paranormal, and Speech and Debate will meet. And as a bonus, Magic and Trading Card Games will have its first meetings Thursday and Friday, so come by and deal up a hand and duel. Finally, FFA is already underway and it has its second meeting this Thursday. Come see what they're all about. And that's the way the wolf howls. Stay tuned for the quote of the week and make sure to get plenty of rest tonight. Just not in your next class. See you later, South.